So, lads, it's been a sad ending to Chris Paul's career. One of the greatest point guards of all time, who was an effective NBA player even as far as last season. I thought he was good. I genuinely thought he was good last year. And if you guys agree, subscribe. We are trying to hit 13,000 subscribers by the end of the month. If we could get to 12,350 by the end of the day, that would be absolutely insane. But he made a bad decision. He made a real bad decision on going to the Clippers. And the problem is that the Clippers, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know what's going on with them right now. On the season, Chris Paul has played in 8 games this year and has played over 15 minutes once. He's averaging 2 points per game, 1.8 assists, or 1.8 rebounds, and 3.2 steals on 25% shooting from the field. And if you look at his stats for his career, obviously, look, there has been a decline. Really, there's been a decline since that near MVP year he had in 2021. But even if you're looking at from a games played perspective, he played 60. He started every game. He played all 82 last year for San Antonio. And again, a down year, 8.8 points, 7.4 assists for a not terrible San Antonio team. And now he has played 8 games, 13 minutes per game for a bad Clippers team. It is genuinely a sad way to see one of the greats go out. Because again, he's out there I know he's in year 21. He's nearly LeBron's age. And it's one of those things where I don't even think the last 2 years in Golden State or in San Antonio he's been bad. I don't think he's been bad at all. I thought he was real good in Phoenix that last year. And it's one of those things where it's I've always said it for a KD or a LeBron, that I want them to play until they're no longer a good role player. Which I'm it could be any time. It could be 5 years from now, 2 years from now. If they're a 10 point a game net positive for your team, I was I want them to keep playing. Because I want to see players play for as long as possible. And Chris Paul, I thought he had another good year left him, because I thought he was good last year. I thought he was good last year, honestly. I thought he was good last year. And this year, it's just not been good. It's just not been good at all. And I think you just know for a fact he's done at the end of this year. You know for a fact he's done. Look, it's been a hell of a career. Even if he doesn't have a ring, it's been a hell of a career. But he checked in last night for a game, and it was his first game since the 6th of November. The 6th of November was his last game before last night. And you're looking at a guy who obviously comes into the game. They're hits a big 3 here in the 4th quarter. But it's it's just not the same. He's just not even the same player as he looked a year ago. I don't know. I don't know. I just find it a really weird one. Seeing it's really weird because obviously, look, I'm 29, so all of the stars and superstars from when I was growing up, obviously nearly all of them have retired, but the young players are now nearly done. When I first started watching basketball, it was 2005, 2006. When I first started following the NBA, because it was the first time I ever got internet in my house, and it was the first time they started bringing basketball magazines to Ireland. So I would follow it religiously when Chris Paul was a rookie, and I was 9 years old, and seeing he's kind of the last of them. And I still see Chris Paul as this freaking young, dynamic, best point guard in the game type player, and I'm I wish he had gone out this season and did what he did at Oklahoma, instead of going to the Clippers, which I thought maybe he thought they had a chance of winning a ring. I thought he genuinely thought they had a chance of winning it all. And I think a lot of people had the Clippers as dark horses. Never gonna happen. But I think in general, with CP3, I wish he had gone to probably not stayed in San Antonio, because even as a vet, they have too many young guards. If they didn't have De'Aaron, I would have said stay in San Antonio. But I'm just trying to think of like young top tier young guards that he could help make that jump. I don't really want him at Atlanta. What teams would there be like a top tier young guards, point guards? Heck, he might get some burn with like Phoenix. Had he gone back to Houston, there might be some. There probably is some minutes for him there, and maybe to help an Amen Thompson improve at that at the point guard. So yeah, look, it's just kind of a sad end, because look, you got till 40. Not a lot of people get till 40. And I'm going to be honest, it was like, if you guys remember the 2022 playoffs, he went from looking like a near MVP, the Suns were the best team in the league, and then out of nowhere, he turned 37 years old in the middle of that Dallas series, and it was like he forgot how to play basketball. It was when we had the great Chris Paul. Chris Paul hits a big three to cut the lead to 42. But yeah, it is genuinely, it's just sad to see. It's sad to see some of the best players as a kid. It's sad to see some of the like players, or all the players, not even some of them, all of them. Like when LeBron goes, it's going to be sad, because and when KD goes, they're the last three. Like Kyle Lowry, as good as Kyle Lowry is, and as long as Kyle Lowry's been in the league, let's be real, Kyle Lowry didn't really start to figure it out until he got to Toronto. Like, he wasn't great in Memphis. He wasn't great at Houston. He only really started to figure it out at Toronto. And then after that, the likes of DeRozan, Curry, well, I was in the Irish equivalent of high school by then, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I was 8 years old when Chris Paul was drafted. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Do you guys think it's a sad way to go out? I don't think it's a sad way to go out, because at the end of the day, it's not like he's going out there stinking it up, or he's just not, getting on the court. And it is what it is. Like, his coach isn't really playing him. So hopefully, we'll see a little bit of Chris Paul, and he'll retire, and he is the type of guy that I would not be shocked to see him get a head coach job on one of those tanking teams in the next year or two. I know they kind of stopped it for a while, but I do remember like Jason Kidd immediately retired into a head coaching job. Derek Fisher was like 1 year out into a head coaching job. I wouldn't be that surprised to see Chris Paul if a team loses their head coach, like be like 1 year out into being a coach.